Hello guys, good evening, happy Diwali. So today I'm here to summarize some of the questions that has been asked in a interview, and this may help you a little bit. Okay, so Jiko Shokai being Jiko Shokai, will avoid this because this is the simplest question and you're well prepared with that. Okay, however, if there's something cross question which is unexpected, you may still have some challenges in understanding that. As in, like, 大学ではどのようなことを勉強しましたか, which simply means that what you have studied in the university, right? But when you prepare Jiko Shokai, you prepare a big bunch of 3 minute introduction when you memorize everything. But if somebody asks the questions in the middle somewhere, you get stuck up. Okay, so if you are preparing 3 minute, write a corresponding answer for each statement, like as in 私はインドのニューデリで生まれました. The corresponding question could be インドのどこで生まれましたか, right? So if you're making a 3 minutes of script, just write what would be the possible question. This could be a good idea. Okay, let's go with the realistic question. Okay, 自己紹介 will skip. 日本の会社で働きたいと思った理由を教えてください. Please tell me what made you think that you want to join the Japanese companies, right? This is a question that is digging you why you want to actually work in Japan. This is a head-to-head translation. Now, to get this question in detail, why not in US, why not in Italy, why not in German, why not in Australia, but why Japan? Okay, so be ready with this question. Answer is, I think, with you. Suppose like the automobile people can answer like there's a lot of car company, the Japanese cars are best. The IT guys can answer like the Japanese applications are unique, so I want to learn the uniqueness, right? The Japanese coding skill is XYZ, right? So there can be like unique reason. So be able to give something unique that actually has some appealing point. Okay. で、今後どのようなスキルアップをしていきたいですか? So this question is as simple as that. How do you want to do the upskilling, or what is your target of learning a new technology? Okay, what do you want to learn? How do you want to learn? Blah blah, right? So これまでどのような勉強をしてきましたか? So far, so this question is a little bit vague. これまでどのようなことを勉強してきましたか? So far, what you have actually studied? It could be Japanese, it could be technological, it could be your university degree. Okay. Now to be specific, 大学ではどのようなことを勉強しましたか is what did you study in university? そうですね。で、IT ではどのようなことを勉強してきましたか is what did you study in IT? Overall, it could be university or XYZ. And if you find the question very much vague, then you can actually counter question. 大学のことですか? IT のことですか? 会社でですか? どこでのことをおっしゃっていますか? is probably a counter question where if you want to define the territory, right? Now next is 日本語はどこで勉強しましたか? or 日本語はどのように勉強しましたか? The typical answer is 私はインドで日本語の学校があります。まず、like インドで日本語の学校がたくさんあります。現地の日本語学校で勉強しました。So 日本語学校 is very important. It's a Japanese language school, whether that be 5 to 6 p.m. or 8 to 9 p.m., whether that's for 1 hour or 10 hour. 学校 is a 学校。Okay? 日本語学校で勉強しました。現地の日本語学校で勉強しました。で、なぜ日本語を学ぼうと思いましたか? Why did you thought to learn Japanese? Right. Now, so I was also very much confused. Then the teacher, my Japanese language teacher, she elaborated. Why not Italian? Why not French? Why not, the European language? Or why you are explicitly willing to learn the Japanese? Okay, the potential answer could be I'm impressed by mangas. I'm impressed by Japanese technology. I saw the ad of the Japanese battery wherein the doll was climbing till so high, so I was fascinated and I thought to learn Japanese. XYZ, you need to be very much typical or explicit, as I would say. So the explicit simply means that you are hitting the answer pinpoint. Okay, don't be very vague by telling that 私は日本語の文化が好き. So a bunka consists of a lot of things. Okay, it consists of food culture, it consists of dress culture, it consists of omatsuri, right? So bunka is very vague answer. Okay, now if you really like the bunka, the counter question can be you can come as a tourist. Okay, if you like Japanese food, come as a tourist, eat food, go back, bye bye. So now here the question is like, why did you want to learn? Why did you came to Japan? They need explicit answer. Me as a person, I was very much fascinated with Japanese language XYZ, right? So now if you ask this question to me, like for me, when I just finished my high school, everybody was going to US, Australia, but my father didn't have money to send me over there, right, in the European and English speaking country. So Japan was cheap country in regards to the scholarship and in regards to the studying, and my benkyohi or gakuhi was quite cheap. So I thought, or my father thought, to send me in Japan, XYZ, right? So be explicit. This is a XYZ reason that I thought to choose Japanese, and this should be very concrete. It shouldn't be something very vague. Okay. Now next question is okay. So next question is 履歴書で2年間のギャップがありますが、それはどういうことですかね? So I see there's a 2 years gap, and were you doing in those 2 years? Okay, so it could be like 私は IIT を目指してました. Okay. Now, if you say IIT を目指してました, they will not understand. Okay. インドの国家大学を目指してました is I was targeting for India's national university. Okay. Now, when you say national university, it's automatically ranked high. So you need to be able to catch that terminology. インドの国家大学を目指していました. I was targeting that. そのために受験勉強をしていました. I was targeting for university cracking exam. Okay. 受験 is appearing for exam. 受験勉強をしていました. So, IIT 大学はインドで一番有名な大学です。この大学を受験する学生はだいたい100万人います。So this makes it clear. Okay, two sentences. IIT is the top university, and there are some 10 lakh people giving the exam, and I was preparing for that. So, IIT 大学はインドの一番、難しい大学、一番トップな大学です。で、受験生はだいたい100万人います。私もその試験を受験しました。Okay. Now, this 3 line would be very much clear cut answer to define your 3 years gap or 2 years gap, right? So people spend 5-6 years, waiting to crack that national level of exam for the medical engineering, right? So it's normal. They will understand that. Okay. So 履歴書のギャップがありますか? それは何をしてましたか? Or if you were having, this childbirth gap, how do you say, like the baby getting gap, then you can also explain like that twice. So everything is understandable. Okay, next is 将来の目標。将来はどのようなエンジニアを目指していますか? So how do you see yourself as an engineer in future, right? So now I'm a junior engineer. I see myself that having a more technological knowledge, having more problem solving skill, right? Could be the answer, or maybe something much better than this. Next is 将来的な夢やキャリア目標を教えてください. So what is your future dream in regards to career, right? And what's your goal in regards to that? Well, it can be like project manager or country manager, XYZ. I'm targeting this in next 10 years. So be specific to your time, like by next this much years I want to achieve XYZ position, right? Next is 弊社に応募した理由を教えてください. And this is also a very typical question. You all need to be very much explicit in this question. Why out of 26 lakh Japanese companies you choose to work in our company? Why are you giving interview in this company? Is something where this question is asking. I like the vision. This company is global friendly company. Here are a lot of global engineers. This is friendly to the foreigners. This could be the answer. And the next is I like the English speaking environment. I feel like Japanese is a challenging language, so I want to start with the English language, XYZ, right? So this could be something answer. Then 現在の、転職活動ではどのような点を重視して会社を選んでいますか? This is a very rare question that the interview asks. However, while doing a job hunting program or job changing program, which you are into now, okay, from India to Japan, what is the most important thing that considers the heavy gravity? Okay, so of course salary is one point. Next is a position. Next is a visa. Another is a bonus, right? So there are a lot of things, and maybe the answer can be this company provides a lot of online learning platforms. They provide growing platforms. They have a lot of clients where I can be exposed to my technology, XYZ, right? So write the answer in Japanese and show it to me. Next is 他社の選考状況について教えてください。This is very much important. So when you're applying to a company in Japan, you are not just applying to one company, right? You apply to 10 company, you apply to 100 company, then you get offer from one. Okay, so you may not know this, but the people interviewing on that side, they definitely know this, right? So when you're applying to when you're doing a job change, of course you'll go through many companies, right? Now what is the situation in this case? The situation is, if you are good at technological state, you need to say that I'm applying to many companies, I have an offer from many companies. So when you're a so good candidate, when you have multiple offers, then you are on upper hand. Okay, and when you are a fresher, you are on the lower hand. Okay, so this is upper hand and lower hand situation. If you're an upper hand, then you get to choose which company you want to go. Okay, so you have a 5 offer, one company is offering 1 CR. Of course you will choose 1 CR, which is being the highest. Okay, because you have choices. Okay, so this is simply meaning that where are you up to now when it comes to job hunting. So if you say I have a 5 offer, then you show your dominance that I have a 5 offer and I'm the one to choose, not you. This is what you're simply trying to tell. And if you are becoming too humble, no, actually I have not applied to this other companies, this is only the one company I have, then you are putting yourself into lower hand. Okay, so whether you get through this company, whether you don't get through this company, they're not much bothered, because you are evaluating yourself down in this case by saying that no, I have not appeared to other companies. Okay, this is how the interviewers psychology on that side work. Okay, and the same is with the university interviews, like how many universities have you applied to? Then my answer was like, I have applied to Tokyo University Nanotechnology, I have applied to Shiga University, University of Mechatronics, blah 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 blah, right? So when you create that environment that I am the most wanted person in this world, right, they automatically feel like, okay, we will hire you. So this is very important. How is your situation with selection in regards to other companies? How is your selection process going on? I have 2 offer in other 5 companies, I have 5 interviews, I'm appearing other 6 interviews. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. You can be open on this. Now, いつ頃までに転職活動を終えたいと考えてますか? Simply means that by when you want to finish this. Okay, so people in Japan are very much target oriented people. Okay, they put a target for themselves. Okay, I will do a job hunting for next 3 months, and if I can get my dream company which pays me 1 CR, then I will change my company, and if it doesn't pay, then I will stop searching, because I am the somebody one who wants 1 CR at any cost, right? अगर वो मिलेगा तो मिलेगा, अगर नहीं मिलेगा तो नहीं मिलेगा. So this is a Japanese mentality wherein they define a target. Okay, and they see you in the same way, because they see you also, you are somebody one who is having a target. That's why we are talking like this, right? That's why you are in front of my camera and I am in front of your camera. So this question is very rigid and valid. By when you want to close and what is your target is simply what they're asking. Okay, so いつまでに転職活動を終えたいと考えてますか? Now next question is, エンジニアとして自分の強み、価値は何だと思いますか? As an engineer, what is your strength and what is your value that you can put across, right? Now you're the engineer, you tell me the answer. 日本で資料を作成することはすみません。日本語で資料を作成することができますか? Can you make this Japanese documentation? 設計書を作成した経験はありますか? Do you have an experience of designing the design documents? Now, design documents is different in each domain. In automobile, it's different. In IT, it's different, right? So, depending upon domain, it's different. So, sekkei means design document altogether. Okay, it could also be BRD, maybe. Yeah. で、諦めずに継続して取り組んでいることはありますか? Is there something that you have not given up so far and you're still working on it? Yeah, so this is the whole thing. Basically, you need a philosophical background. Yes, you need a philosophical background. More than that, what I would say is you should at least speak something in front of the interviewer. Okay, you should not go blank. So the going blank can be defined in two ways. One is you don't know Japanese, okay. One is you don't know the language, so there's a language barrier, and next is you don't know the concept of how to answer. So I would perceive the blankness in two ways. You don't know what to say in a language aspect, you don't know the translation, and another is you don't know core exactly what to speak. Now for a lot of we Indians, like if the question is in English, we will smash that, okay. But if the language is in Japanese, there's some little bit of challenges. So, but a Japanese people will always perceive your silence as not being able to answer. I'll repeat this statement again. A Japanese interviewer will perceive your silence as not being able to speak. Right. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.